Hello everyone, it's Kathy Riley, your personal wellness advocate, here live on Facebook talking to you about 50 Days of Advocacy. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you listening. I'm at day 7, which is really cool. That means I've done this for a week. Yay! I am doing this in honor of turning 50 next month. So I'm doing 50 Days of Advocacy. Again, today is day 7, and I'm setting up my computer to do this right. So today I wanted to continue talking to you about our conscious and our subconscious and how that plays together. And how we can, again, use this to our advantage. When you know how the brain works, it's awesome to manipulate it. So I want to talk to you about the positive messaging that you can actually leave around your space that will draw into your subconscious and then to your conscious. Conscious into subconscious. We keep playing it. So, how you do that? Leaving little messages. There are a variety of things you can do. You can spend money on it or you can't. But I have little stickers around. I created my own sticker. You can't really read it because it goes backwards on the phone. But it's BYOA. Be your own advocate, and I stick that on it's on my computer, it's on my notes, it's on different places so that I remember to always be my own advocate. A couple other things you can do, you could just post-it notes. We all have post-it notes, and stick them on the mirror in places or around the room. I have this one, which is on my office mirror right here because I pass by it many times a day. And this one says, always remember, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. And this was huge for me, being somebody who struggled with advocacy and self-talk and all of that, to remember that there are people who care about me. I am stronger than I think. And this was just one of those things that resonated with me. If there are phrases out there that resonate with you, get the little signs or write it on a post-it note, put it around. The other thing you can do is there's those little Expo wet erase markers. I use this also in my kitchen on the Tupperware for leftovers. So when I cook my meal, I stick it in there and I know what day it is. But these also work on mirrors and around the house. Like I've got a little area in the kitchen that I write little messages. For instance, one of the phrases, and I'm paraphrasing, I have, is that words that we say to ourselves are the fuel to the way we think. So be careful of those words. So again, I just wrote these in places, and then when it's time, when enough time has passed where you're like, okay, I get it, change it up. That's the beautiful thing about these things. They wash off. Post-it notes move. Stick something like this with a little bit of tape and it comes right down. The other thing I hooked one of these on my phone. So every time I look at it, I remember, yes, I'm Wonder Woman, because that speaks to me. Power. And then the other thing I wanted to show you, so I have these cards, and this is what started it all for me. This was about 4 years ago, I want to say. I went to 4 years ago. It was probably 4 years ago. I went to a conference with Tiffany Peterson. Tiffany speaks Lighthouse Principles. Her messaging, her training, I mastermind with. She was amazing. And one of the things she had was mindful cards. And so these are things that I have throughout my office, throughout my home. I keep one in my planner so that I can look at it. And it depends on what I'm working at, because there's a whole bunch of these that I can use. So she's got a bunch on different areas. So for instance, positive outlook. There are many things you cannot control in this life. However, you can always choose your focus and attitude. And I love that. Do you have a joy list? This is something else for wellness. We should all have a joy list. So figure out what brings you joy, and you need to start doing that. Positive thoughts. Your thoughts are powerful, creative material shaping the outlook, emotions, and ultimately actions and results of your life. So as you look around your room, as you have your space sending you messages, that is incorporated and held into your subconscious, so that when the time is needed and there's an emotional challenge that needs to happen, the power of the positive comes out versus the negative. So that's how we shift our stinking thinking and how we be our own advocate. So thank you for allowing me to share my little tip. This one I'm really excited about because my whole family had to own it because I have it throughout the entire house. I have it in the kitchen where you open the cupboards and things like that. I have it in my bathroom, so my husband needs to, it's a nice space. And this just helps in self-talk. And then the other thing I do now is I write little messages to my daughter. So telling her congratulations, celebrating the things that she's done right, so that she learns to also be her own advocate, to use her voice, and to be her biggest fan. So those are my little tips. I hope that you found a little something that you can walk away with and incorporate and take with you. Please let me know if you have any questions, if there's anything else I can do. And I'm excited to keep coming at you. 1 week down, 43 more days to go. So Kathy Riley, your personal wellness advocate, teaching you how to be your own advocate because you count. Shine on, my friends.